There is many high-fidelity airliners that have been developed for the flight simulator, including the PMDG 777, the Aerosoft A330, the iNibuilds A330, and also the Just Flight Fokker, just to mention a few. Most of these high-fidelity airliners come with a modest price tag to go with the high-detailed 3D modeling flight dynamics and systems. That being said, every now and then we find a little gem in the community, and in this video we're going to take a look at some of those gems, one being the Aero Dynamics KC and DC-10, and also the Digital Dynamics A350. These are community-based projects that aim to bring some of the most realistic airliners into the sim at no cost. Let's take a look at where these projects are at and what we should expect, so let's jump into the video. We have covered the Aero Dynamics KC and DC-10 quite some time ago. There's links here if you want to check out that video. If you are not familiar with the project and the team, the Aero Dynamics team is a group of developers that are striving to produce one of the most realistic KC and DC-10 aircraft in flight simulation. Like many community-based projects, the team is developing the airliner in their own time and as a hobby, which can bring to its own challenges. Some of the development team has been active as a crew of a KC-10, which means they have a great access to the real thing. The project currently today has been in work since early 2021, and the team updates the community every quarter of the current development of the project. This time around, the team have recently released its second update for 2023, so let's take a look. The team of late have been focusing on the aircraft exterior, particularly panels and various other components that are interactive. These interactive elements will directly impact the aircraft's operations. Some of these panels are fuel panels, APU, power inputs, bleed inputs, and also air conditioning doors. The team is aiming to provide an immersive environment that caters to simmers who would like the full walk-around experience, and you would need to interact with these to have the full walk-around experience. As well as that, time has been spent from the team on visual effects and implementing them onto the project. Engine vortices, engine intake vapors, over-the-wing vapors, and the flap wingtip vortices are now working on the aircraft. Moving on to the aircraft's interior, the project aims to showcase multiple cabins and models, including passenger and cargo interiors. And at the same time, the team have been focusing on bringing the same immersion as they're doing with the exterior into the interiors of the aircraft. The team is including interactive elements such as the cabin lights and also door controls, lavatories, and an interactive galley. In recent times, a lot of work has been done on the aircraft systems to recreate an authentic cold and dark startup. From the looks of it, a considerable amount of time has been spent focusing on the APU systems, modeling the fuel systems, and the team did mention that the fuel system is mostly complete at this stage, with an exception to the aerial refueling. And they now are switching their focus onto the pneumatic system so they can achieve a full cold and dark solution. Once the aircraft has achieved its cold and dark procedures, the team will focus on the navigation systems and will continue to refine all their previous work as they go along. The hydraulic systems is nearing its completion, and the aircraft now has a custom working hydraulic system that reflects the normal hydraulic operation systems of the real aircraft. When it comes to all the systems on the aircraft, the team have been focusing on adding different components, then refining the simulations on those components to achieve a greater accuracy, and then streamlining their process, which will help them later on in the future of the project. From the looks of this project, the team still have a long way to go and much more development days ahead before we'll see a KC-10 and a DC-10 is ready for its maiden public flight. There's no ETA from when we'll see it in our virtual skies. With this level of detail the team is striving for, I don't think we'll see Aero Dynamics in a rush to release anytime soon. This project will be a very highly detailed release, and of course we will keep you posted on any more major milestones from the team. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out their Discord, where you can see where they drop all their quarterly intakes of their development, so you can keep up to date with the project yourself, or stay tuned on the channel here and we'll keep you informed as well. A big thank you to Protest Sims for sponsoring this YouTube video. Their products enhance your current flight simulator hardware by turning your flight controls into something closer to the real thing. The team makes different add-ons for flight controls such as Honeycomb, SciTech, and Velocity over a variety of different aircraft, including Boeing, BAE, Cessna Citation, VisionJet, TBM, just to mention a few. The current add-on I'm using at the moment is the Project Sim's new dual action Boeing 737 add-on for the Honeycomb Bravo, which features a detent flap and speed brakes. This really improves the immersion and realism of my flights. For Oz Flight Sim viewers, you can use this code AUSFS on checkout for a 15% discount on all Project Sim products. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can check out their page, and a big thank you to our friends over at Project Sims for sponsoring this video. Taking a look at the second aircraft in the video, this being the Flight Dynamics A350. The team have recently updated us on their project for the first time in over a year. Some people thought this project had ended like many other community freeware titles. In this case, Flight Dynamics have been making progress. The team have made significant progress on the 3D modeling inside and outside of the aircraft. The cockpit, from the looks of it, is still in its white box phase. However, the comparisons between the last update is much improved. Moving towards the back of the aircraft, we can see some impressive developments in the aircraft's cabin. The team have now completed modeling on the economy and business class seats, which is based on the real life seats of the aircraft. Flight Dynamics mentions that the cabins have and it will be optimized for performance, as the A350 has a large number of seats. In terms of the exterior of the A350, the team have been focusing on the nose structure, landing gear, and also the cockpit windows and engines. All the shots that were shown on the aircraft's exterior were screenshots from the actual development software, so it's a little hard at this stage to gauge the level of detail. Bearing that in mind, due to the A350s being a new aircraft, the data on the aircraft is a little scarce, so the team is showing some sort of progress here. On the update, when it comes to systems, the team did mention they are working with the fly-by-wire team of some of their systems that will be transferable to the A350, which should speed up some of the development time. During the update, the team did showcase in great detail on where they are with the aircraft systems of the A350. The aircraft's ECAM, which is used to monitor the engines and other systems, appear to be fairly way along, and the systems display in this video, we saw pages such as the doors, the fuels, and also the hydraulic displays. The team also mentioned that the FMS is still a work in progress, but they did mention before that the FMS is one of the areas that the fly-by-wire team will be assisting them, as they will integrate their version of the FMS2 once it's released, and they can use that with this 350. The team plans to move its focus once its current tasks are complete to modeling on the cockpit roof, the heads-up display, and also the introduction of the premium and first class seats of the cabin. I will leave a link in the description of the video where you can check out Flight Dynamics' full update video, but I pretty much just summed it up right here. Both of these projects seem to have many development days ahead of them, and generally community-based projects are not being produced by a third-party development studio. Generally seems to take a lot longer to complete. That being said, both teams are very passionate about bringing high-fidelity versions of their aircraft to the sim at some point. Please be sure to hit that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. I'm not sure if that will speed up the development of these projects, but surely it couldn't help, and also it's a way that we can let you know about our next update on these particular projects before they go live. As with many projects on the channel, we will cover all the major milestones until release when it comes to the Aero Dynamics KC and DC-10, and also the Flight Dynamics A350. And also, if you do get some time, let us know in the comments below your feedback on these two projects. We would love to hear what you guys think about them.